Hi, I'm Nathan Oakley, and this will just be a quick update about my last show and a few upcoming shows that may not take place as a result of what I'm about to tell you. So basically, I've got quite a few technical issues with my equipment here in my apartment in Leamington Spa. A lot of the equipment I use is about 20 years old, maybe even older. Expensive, but old, as I've just had a major fault with my internet connection for the second time. So I contacted my service provider today to find out that there is actually a line fault. Having looked at the browser, the router, and my internet connection, the bitrate in OBS, and all the things I was fairly confident I'd done correctly in the first instance, it would seem I had done correctly, but unfortunately my internet line is useless. Coincidentally, just when I'm broadcasting. So, after the show, I did another upload of a after show, or the after show for 1984, and essentially I'm running. There's no difference in terms of what I'm doing as far as I can tell. There's a little bit less uploading going on when I'm having a group conversation on Google with all the other programs running, and it's hardly taxing for my, again, rather expensive computer. Maybe 5 or 6% CPU usage shouldn't really destroy the show. So, but it did. It wasn't anything to do with my equipment from what I can tell. It's the internet connection. So they've said that they're going to sort that out in the next few days. Hopefully by Thursday it will be fixed. So it's a good opportunity for you to actually ship out the preamp, which I've been putting off for a long time, and get that fixed, and then go through a few other bits and bobs as you connect or disconnect anything from a system. You end up going through with a fine-tooth comb and checking everything else to see if there's any other faults, which inevitably I will find. So if I am off the air for any sort of prolonged period, that will be the reason. Inevitably I will get all of these problems sorted, my internet connection fixed and my equipment fixed, at which point I can then go back on the air and start broadcasting. One interesting thing I did notice was that since broadcasting with OBS, specifically OBS over Google Plus Hangouts on Air, I've noticed a massive drop in my audience figures, and I do mean at least 50% less viewers since using OBS. And I didn't know why. I kind of knew that the way around that would be to start up a Google Plus Hangout on Air feed, because I was using that to actually run the show in the first instance, to have the guests on with the ability to adjust their sound. Not that that turned out to be useful, because every time I got kicked it just reset everything to 0. But nonetheless, what I did notice was that I got double the viewership, if not triple the viewership, that I've had over the last, let's say 3 months or less, maybe 2 months since using OBS. My live audience figures have dropped significantly. So it does make me wonder if the Google Hangouts get considerably more promotion than other Hangouts. So I don't know, it seems to be the case, at least on a very limited amount of information, that I got more viewers when the show was broadcast on Google than when it was broadcast on OBS. That said, after they both rendered, they both seem to have identical viewing figures, so it doesn't make any sense. Again, we'll need a bit more investigation. I might do a couple of other simulcasts just so I can actually see which one is better. But there we go, or use Google again in isolation and see how that goes. But there we go, that's pretty much it. So yeah, I've been Nathan Oakley. I'll see you all in the next video.